Why, hello, 7th grade. This is lesson 12. Our objective is how do you solve problems about comparing and elapsed time. So, the problems about comparing are talking about like which one's larger and smaller and how far apart they are, their difference between them. So the greater one minus the lesser one, or the smaller one, gives you the difference. So G minus L is equal to D. Elapsed time is talking about how much time has passed from one date to another date. So like if you wanted to say today's date minus your birth date would tell you how old you are, your age. So you want to do the later date, which one is after the other one, minus the earlier date will tell you the difference between the two. So L minus E is equal to D. Let's try a couple of these. And if you notice here, it says, along with each answer, include the equation you used to solve the problem. So make sure we're showing our work there. A says, classify the number this as how much greater than this. What type of problem is this? Explain your reasoning. So I need to take the greater one and subtract the smaller one. Notice this one has 3, 6, 9 zeros. This one says 6 zeros. So then I'm going to solve this one in blue. And subtract that 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 5. So I have to borrow from here, make that a 10, a 9, make that a 9, and that a 10. So this is going to be 5, 7. So this would be a comparing. So this is how far apart they are. This would be a comparing problem, because this is what type of problem is this? So I'm going to say comparing. And the equation I used was larger minus smaller equals difference. Next I'm going to do B. It says how many years were there from this date to 1215 to 1791? Well, first of all, this is later. The 1791 is closer to now, so I'm going to say that 1791 minus the 1215. So borrow from there. 8, 11 minus 5 is 6. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. So I'm going to say 576 years. And then my equation that I used was elapsed time. So it would have been L minus E is equal to D. Remember up here it says include the equation you used. And then one more here. John F. Kennedy was elected president in 1960 at the age of 43. What year was he born? Come over here for part C here. So this is going to be elapsed time. And so this is going to be later date minus earlier date is going to equal the difference. Well, the difference is going to be that 43, because that's how old he was. And he says John F. Kennedy was elected president here. So this is going to be the later date, the L. So the earlier date is going to be that year that he was born. So I'm going to say 1960 minus E is equal to 43. So then to solve this, I'm going to add E to both sides. So 1960 is equal to E plus 43. Subtract that 43. This just goes to 0, so I just have E, the earlier date, is going to be 1960 minus the 43. Far from here, that's 5, 10, 7. So he was born in 1917. And I use this equation here. The L minus E is equal to D. Your homework is over here on the side, if you didn't notice it. It's on page 85. You can do all of them from lesson 12, all of them from lesson 11, and then 14 more of your choice.